Hey, what's up, you guys? Bloody Jacob here, just to give you sort of my thoughts on the past couple episodes of Supernatural, my thoughts and feelings going into the final episode within the next couple of days, and yeah, just sort of telling you how I'm feeling. Can't believe it's just about over.
Bloody Jacob.
Bloody Jacob here, meeting my icon, Catherine Isabel here.
And in terms of a plan, we fight.
The sexy, awesome, exclusive content. Mwah.
So yeah, Supernatural, guys. It's been one of my favorite shows for a long time. I was a little bit late watching it. I finally got caught up when, just before season 12 started airing, and here we are in the 15th and final season. I've taken my fiance through it. I've got my brother to watch it. And now it's the past few weeks, it's really been hitting me just how much Supernatural means to me. I knew it was already one of my favorite shows, but now it's just really hitting me how meaningful it's been to me. I mean, I already knew it, but it's really, again, just settling in my mind in a very huge way. It's been inspiring, it's been captivating, heartbreaking, laugh out loud, and just about everything in between. And I even have this TV Guide magazine, they put out. I just really like the cover to it. I have a couple of the Halloween issues they did a couple of years back, and then a big edition. I figure it might have been an Entertainment Weekly thing or something. But yeah, I just really like the cover to this. Of course, Dean at the front. These aren't episode reviews. I just sort of wanted to catch you guys up on my thoughts on them. Episode 18, Despair. Castiel's goodbye. Despite how many times we've seen a lot of characters on the show die and come back to life, this one felt more real. Hopefully they don't just kind of retcon it in the final episode coming up. But it simultaneously felt like your heart was being ripped out, while at the same time being such a beautiful and fitting send-off for Castiel. And what he said to Dean, just really bringing Dean's arc and perspective on himself full circle, and how that played into the 19th episode, Inherit the Earth, was really, really, really nicely done. Castiel telling Dean how he's the most loving person he's ever known. He's what made him care about the Earth and stuff like that. Playing on the Destiel things a little bit, I guess. I always thought, Dean and Castiel have a really close, brotherly bond. Not every meaningful relationship has to be romantic. But I think they found a middle ground to it to please both fans and sort of still feel accurate to the writing and such over the years. Castiel says, he brings up the deal he made with the empty moment of true happiness when Billy's after him and such. He sacrifices himself for Dean. Says the one thing he wants that would bring him true happiness he cannot have. But he's realized true happiness isn't in the wanting, it's the knowing. He tells Dean he loves him, and then he's taken by the empty Billy with him. And then just Misha Collins acting in it was absolutely phenomenal, heartbreaking, and Dean's reaction to it, just letting his phone ring, Sammy calling him, and just kind of running his hands to his hair afterward. You can see how just shaken he is by that, Sure, I'm sure they're going to have Misha Collins appear in some way in the final episode, maybe, but, I feel like if they just bring him back, it's going to take away from the impact of that yet again, but it was absolutely perfect right there. Phenomenal. I miss Julian Richings as Death. Billy isn't that great to me, but still how they presented the story and how it went, I thought was nicely done. And then the Inherit the Earth episode, really satisfying. Feels like the final episode. So I'm curious what they're going to do with the real final episode, Carry On. They were doing a 2-hour event, kind of a retrospective on the show in the first hour, then the second hour is the actual final episode. I'm curious because they seem like they had a send-off for it in the episode Inherit the Earth here, episode 19. So it's okay, you're nervous. What are they going to do in the 20th episode? It's what are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Are they going to pull some tragic ass shit at last minute again? Who knows? either way, I trust them. Though I have full faith in how they're going to leave these characters off. I trust that how much Jensen Ackles and Jared Padalecki and such cared about the material and how to give it to the fans. They're in tune with the fans in pretty much the greatest way I've seen from any show on the planet. In terms of how they care and what effort they put in anyway, despite some issues they've had. I'm not sure they're going to do it all. It has literally Sam and Dean riding into the sunset at the end of Inherit the Earth, so what are they going to do? I don't know. Although I will say it was satisfying to see Chuck finally lose his powers taken away by Jack. It felt a little, Jack essentially becomes a new god. But it all felt sort of predictable, sort of like too safe, kind of too neatly tied together and closed off. I don't know, but it was still nice, seeing God just, in his ego, just wanting to beat Sam and Dean down himself instead of just like killing them automatically or something. He wants to be in with his fists. Sam and Dean keep getting back up. They keep getting back up. God's getting really frustrated and just, his pride wounded and stuff like that. Rob Benedict, conniving little fucker, but good performance as the character for sure. Conniving little fucker, Chuck himself, not Rob Benedict. But yeah, still a nicely done episode, a little bit too neat, for my taste and how it would have wrapped up, but again, nervously, interested to see what they're going to do and carry on. So yeah, and it was good seeing Mark Pellegrino one last time as Lucifer and Michael and such. Lucifer apparently being definitively killed finally. Although I think it would have been nice if Lucifer actually did end up becoming the final threat again. I don't know. Tying back to the season 5 thing about how we'll always end up here, like the Lucifer Sam said in the episode in the end. But still, good to see him again anyway. Good callback. And he's just made such an impact on the show, so I'm glad they got Mark Pellegrino back to do that. Jensen Ackles said due to COVID, they were not able to do absolutely everything they wanted to in the finale. Not as many familiar faces as they wanted, but they still had a nice montage of a lot of the important characters, a lot of Crowley in it, as well. So, still a nice touch and send off for that end for sure if they don't do anything else. So yeah, we'll see what they do in the very final episode, but for now I think they've done really, really well with these last 2 episodes. And yeah, I'll get my thoughts out there hopefully on the very final episode of Supernatural on Friday or Saturday for sure. So yeah, then I guess what are your expectations going into the real final episode? And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.